Hello, everybody, and this is a follow-up video to the last video I made called "Men, Please Stop Trying to Be Friends with These Women." This is part 2. So in this video, I'm still basically saying that you shouldn't be friends with women. Like when I say friends, I'm talking about, you're just being the nice guy, the gentleman. There are some exceptions. I'm going to tell you what you should do if you must be friends with women. I think that you probably have never heard this bit of advice before, but I'm going to be the one to tell you. So, the first thing first, if you're going to be friends with a female, with a woman who is your peer, for whatever reason, you should be friends with benefits, or that's what people like to call it, so-called friends with benefits. So basically, you're friends with this woman, you guys call yourself friends, but you're actually having sex with that person. You're having sex with that woman. Yes, that's what you should be doing. You should be fucking her. Even though she's not your girlfriend, technically, she's definitely not your wife. She's not even a jump off. She's just your friend. So you say. So she says. But you should be fucking her. That's your first thing you should be doing. You should be fucking her. Friends with benefits. So don't just be friends, and don't just be platonic and non-sexual. You would just be a stupid lame if you was doing that. That's what you need to be. You need to be fucking her. Okay, so moving along. The next thing you should do, if you must be friends with a woman, and what you should be doing is, she should be the type who's giving you money. She's paying you. She's putting gas in your car. She's buying you something to eat. She's buying you clothes. She's buying you a TV. She bought you a video game. She goes into her pocket and she breaks you off. That's what you should be doing. Usually, if she's doing all that for you, you're gonna be hitting it anyway. Maybe you don't want to hit it. That's cool. You should. If you're not gonna be hitting it, if you're not gonna be fucking her, it could be for whatever your reason is that makes sense to you. But her being your quote unquote friend, that's not a good reason why you are not having sex with her. Your reason for not fucking her should be, maybe she's not your type, she's unattractive, or whatever the reason, whatever you don't like about her, that she's probably fat or overweight or chubby or obese. She's probably unattractive in some way. She might be ugly. This is typical guy stuff. You can't be that much of a desperate ass simp nigga that you're just willing to stick your dick in anything. Of course, you gotta have standards. So if you're not having sex with her, it's because she's unattractive in some way, according to you. Not because she's your quote unquote friend. And if you're not having sex with you, if she's not having sex with you, you, the man, you need to still benefit from that quote unquote friendship. After all, she's a woman. Most women, with their female nature, they're selfish by design. That's just who they are. They're really got some sort of ulterior motive on you, and you need to get something from her. More than likely, especially if you don't have the game to protect yourself against female nature, more than likely she's going to be playing you. Part of how you can negate that and prevent this potential woman from playing you, basically you got to play her. And when I say play her, I mean it's that playing is relative. How you define playing. But basically, you need to get something out of her. You need to get some money out of her. Usually, the unattractive, chubby, whatnot chicks, they usually have money. So, she needs to give you money. I don't care how you go about doing it, but you need to get money from her. If you're not fucking her, you need to get money from her. I don't care if you ask her, if you tell her, if you break her, if you make her, or you're just such a awesome, outstanding guy, she should want to do that. And if she's not doing that, then this leads to the next exception and the next reason of what you should do with this quote unquote woman who's your friend. So if you're not fucking her and she's not giving you any money, the last thing, again, you still should benefit from this woman. She needs to benefit you in some sort of way. So the next way she can benefit you, that she needs to benefit you, if you're not fucking her or getting money from her, that is, she needs to give you game. She needs to give you game. She needs to put you up on game, tell you what's up with women, female nature. Now, how you go about getting game from women, you don't tell them to give you game. You don't do that. Don't ask for game. Don't say, hey, I need to get game. You could, from your woman's perspective, I need you to give me game. No, don't do that. What you do is you spend time around that woman, so-called friend of yours. Okay, you probably, and you will know which woman will fuck you, which woman will give you the pussy, because if she was going to give you the pussy, it would have happened already. You don't have to wait long for you to get pussy from a woman. You should fuck her. And again, keep in mind, I don't have that much game. I'm still learning. I'm getting better at the type of game where you just get pussy quickly like that. But for me, I would say you don't want to wait any longer than 2 weeks to get the pussy. But basically, usually this woman that's going to give you game, you probably already try to get pussy from her. Maybe she shot you down. Really, when that happens, you keep it moving. But maybe that woman still wants to stay in touch with her. Basically, you cut her loose. You don't try to deal with her. But if she still wants to fuck with you, okay, let her fuck with you then. But you try to figure out what her ulterior motive is. You always need to do that when dealing with women. Maybe to learn game, you probably again, this kind of goes against, you know, what I'm really saying. The whole point of, you know, not being friends with these women. But you probably could temporarily be friends with a woman for the sole purpose of picking up game. That's how you pick up game from these women. You be their friend. Even though I'm encouraging men and young men who don't understand women, I'm encouraging you not to be friends with these women. But if you must be quote unquote friends, you either need to be fucking her, she needs to give you money, or just give you some sort of monetary benefit or buy you a gift. Or the third thing, you need to learn game from her. And I suggest you try this with different women of different races, that you are going to find a generality of women according to their race. And there's different types of women in each race, but there are generalities in each race. So the best way, even though I'm not encouraging you to be friends with a woman, but if you must be friends with her, you better be picking up game. And you just pick up the game just by observing this particular woman, observe her friends, observe, pay attention to how they talk to each other, how they deal with each other, how they deal with other men. You need to peep game. That's how you learn game. And also, you might not have been able to fuck her or get any, you know, tangible benefit from her, but you know, you stick around her, and you picking up this game is gonna cost you. It is. It's gonna cost you some money, and it's gonna cost you your time. That's why that's really the whole point of me telling you not to be friends with women, because it's gonna cost you money and time. So you've been I'm assuming you've probably already been friends with many women and it just hadn't worked out. Hopefully you've picked up game. You probably haven't. You probably was just being her friend and you wasn't peeping game and paying attention. Well, this next time you be friends with a woman, and hopefully it's your last time, be friends with her, but be friends with her for the sole purpose of picking up game, so you can learn the ways and the nature of women and how they operate and how they run game. That's how I learned game. After being friends with so many women, I start paying attention to how they really are, and I should have done that from the beginning. So that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm encouraging you men out there who probably don't know, maybe you've never heard this advice before. First, you either need to be fucking her, be friends with benefits. If you're not that, get money from her or get a gift from her. If you're not receiving that, receive game. And if she can't even give you any good game, then drop that bitch and don't ever be friends with bitches ever again. Take that as a lesson. This is Neck of the Woods. I'm out. Part 2. Have a good night.